Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is sit down with me, talk to me, get to know me, little bit what's going on with me. And let me stop that. So guys, God has been really good to me. He has been opening up doors for me this week and prior to it. Like, I definitely have to say that I thank God I wasn't so shy to meet an individual's mom because they had the hookup. And sometimes it's good not to be shy, to put yourself out there. So, yeah, we had a good conversation and whatever. So, if it is God's will, He'll work out the potential job He has in store for me. I also been doing like Zumba, walking in my community. I only jump rope like one time or so, but I did buy a jump rope to do like a challenge and things like that. So I'm definitely taking my health into like it's the main thing I'm focusing on. So someone had told me about a detox. It is celery, grapefruit, and cucumber. So you can juice those, mix it together, drink it for 5 days, and eat healthy. Meaning like you can eat like sweet potato and like salmon, anything healthy like quinoa with vegetables and fish, whether you like snapper, tilapia, salmon, whatever kind of fish you like. So I'm gonna give that a try definitely because it's good for us to like purge our body, and especially with my undergrad degree I majored in health science, so of course health and like science of the body, when you like study your body you're able to like see what agrees with you, what you ought to cut back on. For myself, I have been cutting back on cheese because dairy isn't good for you at all. So I've been cutting back on that, and I started making steel cut oatmeal, and it's pretty good. Like I'd add some almond milk, then the steel cut oats, add some vanilla, cinnamon, and that's it. And I would add like my fruits, my banana, my apple, or blueberries, because blueberries are very good and all the other berries are good with antioxidant. So it's good for us to include these type of fruits and vegetables in our diet. So yeah, I also want to talk about failure is not final. I actually heard that on a sermon recently that I was listening to, because each one of us, we have challenges in life where we don't do well. For example, tests, so like some of us are like trying to continue our education, and yeah, like test anxiety is real. Like I recently just want to have to like thank God for like calming me, because I'm constantly praying in my heart, Jesus, calm me while I do these things, calm me while I remember how to do it. I had a song in my heart, and the song in my heart that day was When I Call on Jesus, All Things Are Possible. And I sang this song with someone else, and that song just gave me so much peace in my heart when I was, doing what I was doing or whatever. It's something good I was doing. So, yeah. And so, back to my point. Like, and I'm still learning, and I'm still learning how to like adjust to it and to like cope with it, knowing, hey, whatever you go through, it's just a setback in order for us to have a comeback and a testimony. So for those of y'all who are still in school, whether it be college, high school, middle, or elementary, just remember failure is not final at all, because yeah, we have to just take one day at a time. You know, life is short. We have to know how to cope with like stressful situations. And with me, how I cope is exercising, which includes Zumba, walking, jumping rope. Wow, I really talk a lot with my hands, but hey. Those are my coping mechanisms. Also, playing the piano is another great coping mechanism that I have that I'm trying to get back into being consistent, because they say consistency is key. So, and I got another point too. Talk about accountability partner. It is great to have those. It's great to check in with those who genuinely and truly care about your health and your well-being. And I'm definitely thankful that God has placed some lots of genuine praying friends in my life who I can call on to pray with when I feel down or I'm just out of it, or you're not with it. And it's always good for me as a young Christian Adventist woman to surround myself with people who genuinely care about me, who I can genuinely call on and pray with at any time of the day or the night. And I feel like with me, I'm always willing to pray with people. I'm always willing to always text you a scripture, text you a song to help you get through your day. And also, what I find for myself is when I fast, like from secular music or social media or whatever the fast can be, I definitely encourage fasting because it's so worth it. Because I myself find myself on social media too much, and I'm like, look here, Donica, no, we could be reading a book, we could be practicing the hymns in the piano because your girl needs to get back to it, because our church is getting ready to open next month on the 3rd. So yeah, God gave me so much talent to use, and I need to use it. You know what I'm saying? I need to be able to use it so it can glorify Him and not I, because at the end of the day, it's God who gave me the talent, the wisdom, the knowledge, the discipline to, these abilities to help out other people I come encounter with. So, yeah. What else I want to update y'all on? Yeah, I think that's about it. I don't know what else I would talk about with you all because, I'm still new to YouTube and trying to learn how to turn on the comments and everything. So, yeah, and I would definitely, encourage you all to, try and do, 3 or 4 days listening to gospel music and see how it affects your mood, see how God can work in each of our lives when we're having a stressful moment or in a stressful situation, or even when you're just having a good day and you want to give God thanks, because at the end of the day we have a lot to give God thanks for. We have a roof over our head, we are clothed in our right mind, we have clothes on our body. Y'all, we have funds to spend to get something to eat. We have a vehicle where we could put gas in. Little things, it's I thank God for being so fortunate, because there's so many people who are not and less fortunate, than us. So we have to, not have a complaining spirit, but have more so of a thankful spirit. Yeah, I'm actually at the end of next month, I plan to give away some teddy bears to children's home because your girl has a whole lot of them. And I want to be able to give back because I am a giver, especially to those who are less fortunate, and to those who just need comfort because, teddy bears are very comfy, and another thing I would talk about is enjoying my singlehood. I cannot talk for anyone else, but I can talk about myself. And how I've been enjoying my singlehood is by taking myself out on a date, enjoying my own company, pampering myself, manicure, pedicure, massage. To all my single ladies out there, treat yourself, especially if you're hardworking. take a day and treat yourself. Go get a massage. Take yourself out to a nice, healthy restaurant, especially if you're trying to stay in the health and wealth, of life, and how at the end of the day, our bodies are the temple of God. So we have to be careful what we put in our physical and our spiritual mind, you know. So yeah, I mean, that's just a little about me and what the journey that God has in store for me. And then I always pray to God that He will like guide me into the career path He has for me, because especially if we're so passionate about something, we have to put it in the hands of the Master, because He has plans for us to prosper and plans for us to be in good health, and He has a whole plan for us, so I as an individual have to just continue to stay hand in hand with Him, continue to stay grounded, continue to have my devotion with Jesus in the morning and at nighttime, because I am very intentional about my prayer life, about my spiritual walk with Christ. And guess what? At the end of the day, I'm not perfect. No one is. Only Jesus Himself is perfect, So each day I'm like, Lord, I humble myself to You. I submit myself to You. I pray You will take out everything that is unlike Thee. I'm very, very careful what I watch on TV and also on YouTube as well. This is a a vulnerable channel, I just thank God, that I know who He is. I have a personal relationship with Him. Yes, we know that the devil is real, but we have to say, get behind the devil, whether it coming through a handsome man or through something that a car or whatever it can be. Like, how celebrities, like, people look up to celebrities? No. I always tell people, when they like, oh, I want to be like you. No, I said, no, be like Jesus. Like, be like Him. Like this song in the hymn, be like Jesus all day long. And that's who I'm about, like, because I'm about my Father's business, So, yeah. I just thankful for the relationship that I have with Jesus. I'm thankful for my parents who instilled in me to have a relationship with Christ. And even my HBCU, Oakwood University, that definitely grounded me, when I was away in undergrad. It has, even journaling helps so much. Like, I write my prayers in my journal. On the front of my journal, I got it at, the front of it says Jeremiah 29:11. Where I got it at is at Hallmark. So y'all can go to like Walmart or Michael's or wherever to get like inspirational, positive like journals to help you reach your goal day by day. And another thing I want to share is that everyone's breakfast is not ready at the same time. Again, I say, my grandmother always used to say, everyone's breakfast is not ready at the same time. So as I am enjoying my singlehood and taking trips and making memories, hey, I'm enjoying myself. You know what I'm saying? We don't need no one to make ourselves happy. At the end of the day, true happiness comes from God, with ourselves, with us loving on ourselves, with us being happy with ourselves, with us loving like ourselves unconditionally, like how Christ has loved us, and even like, what else, like self-love. I'm all about it. Like, I'm all about getting enough rest as much as I can. I'm all about drinking lots of water. I'm all about cutting back on my sweet intake, soda, dessert, cookie, whatever, candy intake, because at the end of the day, I do everything in moderation, and I'm learning to like love every part of myself in my journey that Jesus has me on, because each one of us are on a different journey in life, whether it's career, weight, spiritual, whatever it is. But at the end of the day, we need determination, motivation, perseverance, so we can be the best version of ourselves. And remember, we ain't in competition with anyone. you know? And so we have to remember we all adult differently, you know? So, yeah, I mean, yeah, we all adult differently. Like, I might not be where, you know, I'm at, or I'm content where I'm at in life. Let me put it out there. I'm content individual, you know, so yeah, and like communication is key, like especially you know with our parents and stuff, especially those of us who have Caribbean parents. We have to know communication is key. And one thing I pray that God helps me on is my facial expression, my tone, how I relate, you know, towards my parents, whether it's attitude or you know things like that, because it's like God give us the strength to be like who you created us and mold us to be. Give us the strength to bear it when our parents might, you know, annoy us or like get on our last nerves, or you know, we all been there, you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah. And even like with me being an only kid, it's a blessing, but sometimes it gets lonely. But I find things to keep me occupied, like playing the piano or reading a book, listening to Michael Todd, you know, doing things that uplift me, listening to Joyce Meyer. Like, I love listening to Joyce Meyer. I love listening to Michael Todd. I love listening to different preachers like Pastor Snell, Pastor Knight, you know, pastors that keep it real, you know? And yeah. Um yeah. So that's me enjoying life. Me taking one day at a time, not to stress myself out. Do things to, you know, keep everything under control, level headed, because at the end of the day, mental health is what matters. We have to take quiet time for ourselves. We have to ask God to quiet our thoughts. I always often ask Jesus, please quiet my thoughts, because our minds are just running. But it's like, Lord, keep me in the moment, quiet my thoughts, help me to just remember who created me and whose I am. I am a child of God, y'all. I am. You all are children of God. So continue. We ought to continue to have people to pray for us, genuine people to lift us up. Not everyone you ask for prayer and things like that. You know, only those who you see who really care about you. So yeah, I did a lot today, mentally, physically. I said I did Zumba today. I had to type up something at the library and things like that. So I'm gonna get some rest, mental and physical rest, because my body is tired. But for breakfast, I had oatmeal from Starbucks with blueberries, nuts, and agave honey. For lunch, I had hummus with slices of maple honey turkey from Publix and honey wheat nature's own bread. And that sandwich was bosun. And y'all also follow me on TikTok, because I am very active on there, and my YouTube channel. I'm trying to push out some more content, add some like content of me exercising or baking or skincare routine, or just having talks like this for y'all, you know, to get to know me. And this is an encouraging channel. I'm here to encourage, uplift, you know, help those who are down, who need a hug. You know, we gotta hug on ourselves, love ourselves, be like, take a deep breath, you know, like, we're in the hands of the master, y'all. I love you guys. I'll continue to pour life into you all and positivity, because that's what I'm all about. And remember, we have to be sober and be vigilant, you know, because the adversary walk around seeking who he can devour. And remember, we are on Jesus' side, which is the winning side. And that's the side I want to be on. I hope that's the side you all want to be on. And I hope and pray that our names be saved in the book of life, single or not. I just hope and pray, because at the end of the day, it's our soul salvation that is gonna save us. You know, it's our character that will save us. It's how we encounter with people. you know. And to end this off on a great note, we have a beautiful mango tree, and y'all, the mango's good so till like I thank God for the rain that's coming because y'all, the best sleep is when it rains. Like so calming, so relaxing. It's like you want a KO. But I love you guys. I thank you for all those who have been subscribing to my channel. I will look about the comment sections and everything, how the so you all could like comment. Please like, share, subscribe, and till next time, you all be blessed.